Hello from ChiNature.com. This is Mark Josie. Today we'll be doing a chronograph video, chronograph test with a Kingman, sorry, not Kingman, Ram Combat Pistol. So here we go, a new CO2 coming in. We just cleaned and looped the gun for the best results. So let's go. Okay everyone, Crosman CO2 and Gamma gun oil. We're going to take this to the range of the box and do a little bit of chronograph test and see what happened. As we do chronograph test, we will be commenting about the gun as well. Don't forget to watch our other videos on the review of this gun. Okay, so this is not a review, it's a chronograph test. So we're gonna screw this almost to the all the way in, cock the gun once, put the gun on safe, and gas it up. Whoa. Okay, a little bit of push like that. You need to go very fast to twist the CO2. So let's load it up. Pull that down all the way. Okay. These are clean 1 gram rubber balls from RAV4. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. And how I load it usually is to chamber 1 round in. Put 1 round in here and cock the gun all the way, halfway, like that. Basically look inside and see if you can dump that round in. If you cannot dump the round out, that means that you're pretty much there. So there's 9 rounds in here, loaded. Let's go. Take our chronograph over. Okay guys, so now we're at the range here. And let's check things out, okay? So we're going to shoot 9 rounds and reload. I might as well give some time for the CO2 to cool down, eh? So chronograph, check it out. Whoops, can't see it. 275, 258, 255, 255 again. 258, very stable, eh? 188, 240, 239. Okay, so the gun basically operates on first max about 2.5 to 3 joules, 3.2, 3.5 joules kind of thing. Okay, so it's below 4 joules for sure, but around 3 point something joules to 2.5 joules average. That's the first magazine. So we loaded up with 8 rounds in here, and 1 round will pre-chamber into the gun. So basically you put 1 round in here and play around the slide to chamber that in. If you cannot dump that round in, it's pre-chambered already. Now we're going to put it back so we have 9 rounds to shoot. Okay, there we go. Let's try second magazine. Pretty nice for the consistency. 253, not bad. 240. Whoa, 233. It bounced. 159. Sometimes I get 1 weak shot. If I press this rubber on the slide too hard, it will do low power. 223, 221, 213, 224, 219. Okay, now it's lowest at 219. That's about 2.2 joules or so, I think. Okay, or 2.5 joules maybe. So let's load it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plugging in the balls here feels more like plugging in some kind of ammo compared to a BB gun. It feels like putting beads into there. Okay, the CO2 is very cold. Our third magazine right now, we're going to let it rest a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think it's chambered that round in. Did it do it? Yep, it chambered. Okay. So now we have 9 rounds in here. We're going to talk a bit about the gun before we shoot, just to let it warm up a little bit. So we shot 2 magazines of 9, and basically it locked back in place very nicely. If your gun is not locking back, it means that you need to disassemble the gun and clean the stuff inside. If you don't clean it, it's not going to cycle properly, and eventually your gun will leak and not even work. So remember, learn how to take apart the gun from my video. And basically the snappy blowback is back when you clean the gun. Okay, now we're back to chronograph test. Oh, wait a second, let me clear out the balls here. Good. Okay, third magazine. 240 again. 222. 217. 212. 168. 206. 206 again. 207. 198. Okay, and it locks back. Okay, so we're down to 2 joules. Lowest 2 joules. That's the third magazine, and we're shooting pretty fast. If you shoot slower, it's going to be a little bit better. The problem is the CO2 is cooling down and losing pressure, so nothing we can do about that. But this gun, you can expect it to perform well and shoot about 2 joules to 3 joules kind of thing nicely, about that kind of power. Okay, so let's pre-chamber 1 round again. This is our 4th magazine, so it should be almost ending. With 1 CO2, you get 4 to 5 megs of shots, depending on your quality of CO2 and also how fast you shoot. And also, like right now, the CO2 is very cold, so if you let it warm up for like 5 minutes, it will actually give you more shot. But if not, it's going to pretty much going to the last magazine. Okay, let's go. My prediction right now, this shot should end up about 220 something. Let's see if I'm right. Whoops. 196, so yeah. Okay, 201. 197. 197 again. 186. 183. 184. Okay, so it's staying at 2 joules very consistently. Okay, 186, 184, 183. So the 4th meg we can still shoot. Now this is the 5th meg. If it can make it through the 5th meg, that's really awesome. Okay, so we're gonna just put 8 rounds here. I think it's almost the end already. See? Very cool. Okay, let's check it out. 209 again. 180, no, sorry, 198. 193. 193 again. 177. 172. 172 again. 170. Wow, we can still shoot. So many magazines of balls. Wow. I think this is our 5th or 6th mags. That's pretty impressive. And the blowback is still working, guys, so that's really nice. Okay, so this should be our last magazine, I think. Make sure that you give it a little bit push. Okay. Okay, guys, let's get going. My guess here is 180. Yay! 188. Right on. 178. 168. 155. 149. 145. 138. 138 again. Oops, can't cycle. Okay, basically that's it. So very gas efficient. As you can see, the last round it just failed to lock back, and that's the last round we can shoot. Okay, very nice. So now we can degas the gun by turning this little bit by little bit, and it's all done. As you can see, the blowback works until the last round, and it's very gas efficient. Very nice. So basically, that's the puncture hole for the CO2. Clean, big, and centered nicely. when you screw in the CO2 from here, sometimes you have a big leak and the whole CO2 leaks out. That can be due to your seals not lubricated, or your CO2 somehow this thing is tilted on a wrong angle. So keep that in mind. Always put a drop of oil on top of your CO2. This gun needs oil to operate flawlessly. Okay, so basically that's it for this video. As you can see, the Ram Combat Pistol have a very nice FPS reading, and it's very stable, very consistent. I would say that this gun is highest shooting at 4.8 joules in my own test, and lowest is about 1.5 or 1. Something joules. So basically this gun, the average is about 2 to 3 joules. You can expect that kind of thing. And if you want more power, go for the mini breaker balls. The mini breaker balls are what you want for penetration and power. But the rubber balls, they're cheaper to shoot, and they're very durable, and they are fun to shoot. So basically you can choose between that. Okay, if you shoot paintball, remember to disassemble the gun and clean everything out after one session of playing with paint. Okay, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.